on how you can actually enjoy your relationship without feeling like you have to give everything you have to your own expense. How you can actually love her better, how you can love your girlfriend, your wife, and even your family better without having to give up yourself by loving yourself first. Right. Right. And so I hear this all of the time when I talk to brothers. And there was actually a meme on Instagram where there was a brother and sister that were talking. And I don't know if you saw it. The brother was telling his sister, like, you're lucky that you're a girl because I'm a boy. I have to pay for you to get a Lamborghini. Now, the boy was 8 years old. Right. And the little girl was like, yeah, my husband's going to work for me. Right. So I'm happy. Right. And he was like, yeah, see, I'd rather be you than me because I'm going to be broke all the time. And while it was funny, I started thinking about, like, sometimes as men, there's this notion that marriage is a ball and chain. Not a ball and chain as far as keeping you unhappy, but like all you have to do is work and provide. You don't get a chance to be happy yourself. Brothers, I want to give you three things you can do to change that reality because it does not work. It's not the marriage that God intended for you to have. So the first one is overgiving is not the same as loving. So our mindset might be, if I give her everything, I'm doing my job. That's my job to provide at all costs, no excuses, no matter what. All right. But here's what God wants. God wants you to give from the overflow, not exhaustion. 1 Corinthians 13:3 says, if I give all I possess, but do not have love, I gain nothing. Now, I paraphrase that, right? So basically what it's saying is that as men, we have to make sure that we're pouring from the overflow, that we have set ourselves up to where what we give our wives, what we give our kids, what we give the community comes from the overflow. That way, we're not pouring from an empty cup, which takes an abundance mindset from the very beginning, right? Because if you start over giving and you really want to rest, you really want to chill, you really want to go to the ball game with your friends, you don't necessarily, want to do what your wife is asking you to do all of the time. You want to have a life too. It's just going to lead to burnout, distance, and resentment, right? So it's not what you do for her. It's who you are when you're around her and how you show up. Brothers, we'll just show up better if we say, look, I need to do me. Like, for instance, my wife is out of town right now, so I'm holding it down with the kids. As soon as she gets back, you can best believe on Saturday, all right, I am going to get my hair cut. And if they have an opening, I'm going to be at the spa or I'm going to be someone watching the game chilling, right? Because I held it down. I did my part. You went out and did what you needed to do in the corporate side. And I'm proud of you, babe. But now I'm going to chill, right? I'm not going to take on extra responsibility this weekend because I'll just be distant, resentful, and upset. All right, brothers, you have permission to do that. All right, number two. All right, boundaries teach others how to treat you. Brothers, it's okay to set boundaries. And we think if I say no, I'll disappoint my wife. I'll disappoint the family. I'll disappoint my girlfriend, right? And that comes a lot of times if you have like a trauma background where you're a fawner to where you're a people pleaser and you were just raised to think about others because they didn't think about you. They didn't give you a healthy sense of entitlement. Or it could just be that you're a really nice person, all right, and it's hard for you to say no. You'll erase yourself and push play on others. No, that does not work. All right. The way you want to think about that, what God wants you to say is no sometimes. Saying no sometimes allows you to say yes to the right things, right? In the Bible, there were multiple instances where Jesus said no. They were like, wake up. He was like, I'm taking a nap, right? Like, Jesus, come on. Jairus said, hey, my daughter's dying. He said, I'm doing something right now. I'll get there. I can wake her up she's not even really dead. You think she's dead, but I can wake her up, right? Like Jesus, like, no, I'm going to go pray with my Father. Whatever y'all want me to do, I'll be right back, right? You saw Jesus getting massages by Mary and Martha, right? Well, I know there are people that needed to be saved, all right, but he's setting boundaries. If Jesus sets boundaries, brothers, you certainly have permission to set boundaries, and it allows people to see you. And even if you're a woman watching this, you be like, look, I have the same issue, right? Even though this is geared towards my brothers, you can say no. It allows people to respect you. It allows people to respect your time and say, oh, the time must be valuable because you're not always at my beck and call. Proverbs 4:23 says, guard your heart above all else, for it determines the course of your life. All right, you can say that doesn't work for me right now, but here's what I can do. Let me go ahead and get this spa. And then when I come back, we can go to church. We can go to Sunday school. We can go to brunch. We can do all the things, baby. First, your boy is going to get massage at Four Seasons. All right. And number three, brothers, let her see the real you, not just the strong you. See, the faulty mindset is that she only wants the best version of me. She only wants the version of me that's gonna make it happen. She doesn't want to hear anything that's going on with me. Just make it happen, right? That's our own pride, right? Because a loving woman is really gonna want the real version of you. All right, you don't have to be perfect to be loved, right? You just have to be present, right? And this is a gift that you get from childhood if you had a healthy upbringing. I know a lot of times the trauma is there, but you don't have to do anything. You don't have to perform. You don't have to be great. You don't have to hit the winning home run. You don't have to make A's. My kids don't have to do that stuff for me to see them. They can come in double last, make double F's, get in double trouble. I'm still going to love them. All they have to do is be my kids. And they became that when they came out their mother's womb, right? Even before when they were conceived, right? You deserve that. All right. So vulnerability is not weakness. So you can open up and say, I'm not okay today. I'm working through some things. I'm trying to figure out what I want to be when I grow up. I'm trying to figure out how to get off this hustle bus and into the next evolution of myself, right? I want to trade in. I don't want to trade time for money. I just want money, and I want time, and I want peace of mind, and I want health, and I want wealth, and I want time affluence, and I want peace of mind. I want all the currencies. I want all of them, and I'm trying to figure out how I can do this. So right now I'm a little agitated that I have to go to work all next week, and I should be making more. I should be doing more with my life. I should really be at a different state, I'm pretty sure, than where I am right now. Brothers, it's okay to say that. Ecclesiastes 4:10 says, if either of them falls down, one can help the other up. Right? It doesn't say man help the woman up. A woman can help you up too. Right? Your brothers and sisters can help you up too. Brothers, it is okay to say you're working through it. Vulnerability is relational strength, not a weakness. Especially if you open up to people who are caring, and you can scream for that. To not open up to someone's caring, who's caring and loving and supportive, is an error, because it makes you weaker, because you're going to suffer. You're going to be irritable, agitated, depressed, anxious, can't sleep, have to depend on vices, not be able to have peace of mind, when you could have just called a brother and they listened to you heartfelt and be like, brother, I feel you. I don't know what that's like, but I'm here for you. Right? And if you have a great woman in your life, and you have great family in your life, that is the benefit. So brothers, listen, you don't have to give everything you have to your own detriment to relationships. You can say no, right? You can say, you can have a healthy sense of entitlement. Let me enjoy this marriage as much as you do, sister girl. Let me enjoy this family, kids, as much as you do. Let me watch the game with the fellas, or by myself, or build my boats, go play golf, go skiing, go fly planes, motorcycles, whatever. Go to the spa, lift weights, whatever you're thinking. Let me do that. So when I come to y'all, I come with the overflow. Dad's been so good to himself that I want to give you everything extra. All right, my brothers. So I'm excited. Take care of yourselves so you can take care of her better. I'm Dr. Tartt, giving you tips to help you be a better man, have better relationships. God bless.